perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And right away, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly. And that time he just reared back and let it fly. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, losing the 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I'm not saying it because no one wants to hear that, perhaps. And in the case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin this drive with Cheif. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Watson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. And what a game it was last week. And a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And again, it's Chubb. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind is winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple plays combined for the team's 1st sack of the game.
And that's the first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 30 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
Oh, and now some space to operate. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 59 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A give running right is Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cheif. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carry.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Chubb running to the wide side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A give. This is Chubb. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in the third quarter.
You know that.
Kicks away.
That was a fucking great run, my nigga.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush.
Try again for the soccer. Try again for the soccer.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Yo, take it easy on my dudes,
yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Cheif. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They run. Cheif. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They'll run for it. Cheif. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Chubb will get the call running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, they might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try again with Chubb. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1.